Hey guys, welcome back to BackPocketGameReviews, and today's video is going to be why you shouldn't buy used games at GameStop. Now, I kind of touched on this in another video, and then people took what I was saying very out of context, so we're going to elaborate, because evidently that needs to happen. I almost scripted this video just so I could stay a little more on topic, so I apologize if this bounces around, because I was like, nope, we're just going to do it raw. But I figured you all probably already knew I like to do it raw because I have 2 kids. Yep, that was my first adult-oriented joke on this channel. So, when I was stating that you shouldn't buy used games in a GameStop video, I specifically meant at GameStop. I don't feel that the developer deserves profit out of a used game, nor did I ever say that. However, with that being said, GameStop isn't where you should buy them at. They're going to give you the least amount that they can possibly give you, and then they are going to charge you, if you don't have a power-up card, $5 less than what it cost you new. Yeah, it's a little insane. Pretty crazy, actually. But I'm going to give you more of a breakdown on that in a second. So a lot of people were like, because I stated, when you buy a game new, the developer gets profit. Especially if it's a brand new game, like a game that just came out, and you're buying it used at GameStop, you're dipping into what their sales are, you're dipping into what the developers and the actual creative team are going to get as bonuses, and a lot of you are like, oh, the developers are doing this. No, it's mostly the publishers. Unfortunately, most developers aren't big enough to self-publish their titles. So the publishers get to pull a lot more weight, especially if the developer has to get money fronted to them from the publisher, i.e. for publishing companies would be Square Enix, EA. So, when I talk about developers, I specifically mean companies like CD Projekt Red. So, a lot of you were like, oh, well, the developers release these crap games. That is correct. Sometimes you get a crap game. Sometimes you get an amazing game, such as The Witcher 3. Which is phenomenal. So, giving that money over to the developer helps the developer. It makes them sell more games, they get more bonuses. Big developers typically aren't gutting out their game and selling it to you piece by piece. Good developers. Now, with exception, Dead Rising 4, Capcom, selling you the ending, yeah, that's a little ridiculous. So, I'd mentioned that buying used games is only going to quicken the upcoming and inevitable digital era. Eventually, we're going to go all digital, whether you see it that way or not. I understand a lot of people are like, oh, well, I want disc games. PC already went all digital. At some point, disc is going to be the weak link holding the games back. It will go away. I understand that might not be tomorrow. I never said it should be tomorrow, nor do I want everything to go all digital. PC's already done it, though. And guess what? PC made a lot more money this last year than the console market did. A lot more. Steam still gives money to the publishers and the developers. Steam doesn't pick the sale prices on everything on Steam. The publishers and developers do. Steam still costs the same price for a new game. You're still shelling out $60. But console's starting to incorporate a lot of that. Right now, during the countdown sale for Xbox, you can buy a lot of those games really discounted, just like you could on Steam. So, with that being said, used games cuts more into their profit than what piracy does. At some point, used game sales are going to push them quicker that direction than what piracy does. Pretty crazy to think about, I know. And then a lot of you were like, oh, well, when you sell a used or buy a used car, the manufacturer of the car doesn't get any money, so why should the developer? Well, here's why. A car company can't look at you and go, cars are now digital only. This is one of the few instances where they have full control. We don't have control. You don't have control. If they choose to go that route, you're either going to stop gaming or continue to buy them. Your choice. The ball will be in your court. It almost happened this console generation. For both consoles, Sony actually had announcements and stuff proving that they were going to do a similar always-on DRM just like Xbox. Shouldn't come as a shocker. Most developers want everything to go digital. That's also why they're now giving you preloading. I can have my game ready to go right at midnight. I don't even have to wait in line if I don't want to. I can be as antisocial as I want. But the other big thing is GameStop is going to charge you more than what most places are going to charge you for a new game. So if I go to GameStop to buy that game used, I'm probably going to pay more. That's crazy. Because you're buying the used game to save yourself money. That's the only reason why you're buying it. Outside of that, oh, who cares about the developers? Well, I do, because the more money they make, the less likely they are to sell me the ending of Dead Rising 4 again. Yeah, pretty bitter about that. Big reason why I didn't pick up Dead Rising 4. Not that Capcom's in touch with anyone anymore anyways. But let's go ahead and give a breakdown here, because I just did some research on what prices are. GameStop is currently selling GTA 5 new for $29.99. Mind you, these prices will be with the discount cards at both locations. So, new GTA 5 for $29.99, or used for $25.19, or I can go to Best Buy and get it for $23.99 new. Didn't even bother to list their used price at that point. NBA 2K 17. New $39.99, GameStop. Used $34.19. New at Best Buy, $31.99. That's crazy. And they give you more reward points than GameStop. It's nuts. It's madness. Forza Horizon 3. New, $39.99. Used, $34.19. That's GameStop again. New, $31.99 at Best Buy. So, Rainbow Six Siege. New, $19.99. Or you can get it used at GameStop for $35.99. Great deal, guys. New, $15.99 at Best Buy. Beats both of them. Crazy. Overwatch, $39.99. New. That's new at GameStop. Used is $49.49. Yeah, more. Or new at Best Buy for $47.99. Or I can ask them to price match GameStop to the $39.99. Here's the crazy part about that. GameStop doesn't price match, so you can't go to a GameStop and ask them to price match. And I still get my double points for my rewards club. Awesome. Fantastic. How about one they're both selling at full price? These are both brand new games. Battlefield 1. GameStop, $59.99. Used, $49.49. Or I can get it new at Best Buy for $47.99. Guess what? Best Buy also delivers day of release if you don't want to go to the store. That's an option as well. And their Gamers Club Unlock works on the website. That's crazy. You might have to go into the store to purchase it. Actually, I think you can even purchase it online. Not 100% on that. But I know it's offered on there and they have the price listed. So, all new games are like $47.99 at Best Buy. At the most. Or you can price match them. That's just insanity. And so, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not saying that you should stop buying used games. A lot of people are like, oh, you must hate mom and pop stores. I don't. Because here's the crazy thing. I have a friend who actually owns a mom and pop store. Yeah. You want to know something really crazy, too? They don't make any money off current gen stuff. That's not where their money's coming from. Their money's coming from Super Nintendo, stuff that the developers and publishers aren't selling anymore. Stuff where their sales numbers aren't getting counted anymore because they don't even make it. So when a lot of you are like, oh, well, that's just hurting these mom and pop stores, not really. Most of them only do it just to cater. And then I have another buddy who's actually a store manager for a mom and pop store. Guy pretty much spends the money and then he just runs the store. He calls GameStop. He'll beat GameStop's prices by 15% with your rewards card. So that's after your GameStop rewards card. He'll take another 15% off of what they're selling it for. Yeah, he used to call my store all the time to ask for prices. That's not the only mom and pop store to do that either. So, yeah, good work, GameStop. Great job. You're winning. So, as I said, it's not that I'm saying don't buy a game used. Sure. Wait for reviews. It's that simple. Wait till you can find out something. If it's possibly a crapshoot, yeah, go buy it used. But when you have a company like CD Projekt Red that literally poured their entire heart and soul into their game, you don't want to hurt their sales. That's not a company that... How many companies do you know that included a handwritten thank you note? Granted, I'm sure it was all copied. They didn't handwrite every one, but how many of them do you know that include a thank you note for buying their game, or give you as much free DLC as they did before ever touching any of their expansion stuff? So, all I'm saying is keep in mind what the cause and effect are in the industry. So, you can't compare it to a car. Comparing a game to a car on the resale market is like comparing an orange to a toaster oven. Kinda hard to do, kind of a stretch. Guys, that was the point I was trying to make before everyone decided to run rampant with it and have a heyday. But just as a heads up for you all too, I am currently running a giveaway. It ends on the 28th of December at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So enter. The Gleam links will be posted in the description box below. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. When you thumbs up my content, it really helps with the YouTube gods and the algorithms and all that crazy stuff. So I really like people watching my content, and I really like growing, and I really want a silver play button. And you are the only way I get that silver play button. Help me, please. Please, God. But guys, if you did enjoy the content, drop a like on it. If you didn't, let me know how much of an idiot I am in the comments down below, which tends to happen on the GameStop videos anyways. And if you have any questions, drop them in the box below as well. I'll probably respond to you not calling me an idiot. But also, if you haven't already, be sure and subscribe. As you all know, I'm very interactive with my community, and I like having you all here. And there's plenty of other ways to follow me for news and updates, which again are linked in the description box below as well. So, guys, I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. It's a pleasure being back. I enjoyed a little bit of rest and relaxation during the Christmas period. But we'll see you soon with some new videos and new content coming up soon.